Okay, we're back for part 2 here. Happy Aloha Friday, officially starting back the hard drive here for part 2 of the AbbaCado show. We're going to do the Wheel of Cheese right now. I do have one from K-Master I'm going to get to, but I just want to go ahead and get a spin going. Remember the rules, guys, nothing over 7 minutes, anything goes. And, let's go ahead and see what we got here. So I'm going to go do some Wheel of Cheese. Let me redo the list here, because that's the old list. And let's see what we got here. All right. Okay, that's the new list. Do you see you on the new list? I see you. So shall I spin? Hello, I don't hear spin in the chat. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Hey, did you notice the arrow change? They like colored the arrow. Oh, that's cool. Oh, Mixisu. Mixisu. How are you, Mixisu? I see you. Do you see me? I see you, Meek. So let's see what Mixisu would like us to listen to. Mixisu wants us to listen to a song. This one is, let me see, the artist is JaimeP. And the name of the track is Birdbrain featured Kasane Teto. An original Vocaloid song produced by JaimeP and featuring Kasane Teto. I love all of the work in this one to make the Vocaloid sound more human, and the song is actually very catchy. Okay, you won Wheel of Cheese. Then this here is for you. Who's hitting me with Discord? Here we go. I left my Discord thing open. Now we're going to hear the clank. Okay, let's go. It's got a Billy Joel piano thing going on, yeah? Yeah, this is a real fun track. I love the doubling synth keyboard on top of the piano for the hook, giving it a little bit more of a jab. What a fun track. Come on. Hey, it's really creative, the Vocaloid, technique, how the composers or musicians playing of it. I don't know that I still understand how they create the voice, but it's got that vibe, right? Oh, a vocal library pulls it, okay. Ooh, nice little riff there with the string.
Why did it sound like that?
Oh, nice. That's what. The big punchy gospel ending, declare it. The video is fun too. What a clever track. It's just really fun and lighthearted. Like my grandkids would love this. That string riff. What a fun-ass track that was. That was just, I mean, obviously, as extremely digi-produced as possible. The Vocaloid thing, we've done quite a few of them now here on the AbbaCado show. And I just find it to be... they have so much fun producing this particular style. The producers that produce this style of music, they're just having the best time ever. I think they've just said, you know, we're going to take these tools, we're going to make it work this way, and this is what we're going to do, and it's become a successful genre from what I understand. I don't know how big of a genre it is as far as unit sales, or is there such a thing as even sales anymore at all, for that matter, or Spotify plays, or if Vocaloid playlists are a big thing. But what I have realized is almost all the Vocaloid tracks are very... they can make fun of themselves kind of tracks. They're having a good time. They're having a blast, you know. So you say it's huge. It's a big following. I could see that. I mean, truly in the sense that, like, I got through saying that this is something that I think my grandkids would love, you know, because it's very fun. This particular track, I definitely don't know then enough about Vocaloid to know what other subgenres it is. So is there such a thing as Vocaloid metal? Or Vocaloid hip hop, or Vocaloid, because I believe the term Vocaloid is the techniques that they use for the voice. So if that's just a technique, you could really take that and rubber stamp that across almost any genre, really. You know, so that's the way it sounds like. So something of that nature. But I like it. I thought that was a great track. But I like the Billy Joel, in this particular arrangement, I like the Billy Joel piano vibe there. Okay, more cheese. Can we have some more cheese, please? May we have cheese? Thank you, Sisu. Appreciate it. More cheese, please. Here we go. Okay, we got more cheese. Are you guys ready for Wheeze It? Okay, let's go. Oh, you did send me Vocaloid metal before. All right. Well, I'm sorry. I've listened to a million tracks. I don't recall it, but I'm going to have to dive back into it. All right, guys, let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go, 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 go. Okay, if you see you, let's go. Who's coming up? It is going to be Robo Gorbachev. Robo Gorbachev. Robo Gorbachev would like us to listen to, let's see here. Okay, it looks like we're going to be doing a little bit, let me see. Wants us to listen to, could it be metal? I don't know. I see a thumbnail, guitar player. I think it has 7 strings, could be something, I don't know. Toshiki Kadomatsu is a singer-guitarist who was prominent in the 80s. He was also a very successful songwriter and producer for other artists. He helped pioneer the city pop genre, which was basically a funk jazz pop fusion that was very popular in the 80s in Japan. This track was written in 1987, and this performance is from 2017. All right, so this is from Robo Gorbachev. The name of the artist is Toshiki Kadomatsu, and the name of the song is SeaLine. Is that it? Is it SeaLine? SeaLine, not Sea Lion, but SeaLine, L-I-N-E. All right, here we go. Funky jazz prog. Nice tone on the lead. The other guitar arrangement is badass. It's actually the answer back to a lot of his work here, the lead work. Beautiful Rhodes sound. I mean, how can you not say that there's smoke in the city when listening to that bass? Super clean rhythm guitar on that right side of the cams. A nice little blend with the sax and guitar leads. The way the drummer's just gliding on the ride. So tasty, the piano work. I love the swimminess of the EP back there. It's so nice. That electric piano. Everything about this is so tasteful, you know? There's no blow-the-wad shreddy craziness going here. This is a really cool looking guitar though with that blue neck. Let's not discount that other guitar player there on the left there with the wood guitar. He's really holding together some great rhythm guitar playing. Right, Kazi? This has got that kind of glide, just like your little squirrely mode. That is a squirrel, right? I was waiting for our sax to come in. Oh man, they didn't give ourselves enough time for some sax. A nice little fill there at the end there with the drummer there. What a great track. Just a phenomenal track. You know, representing that era in the 70s when that jazzy fusion, progressive kind of sound was all around us. You know, almost every continent had some kind of representation of this sound. And it's very nostalgic for me. You know, that was kind of like the gilded era of my music education, if you would, through the 70s, and listening to this and being exposed to this music because of, you know, my uncle and all that sort of stuff. And but what I said a couple of times in this track was just how tasty it was. There was no overloaded, you know, shreddiness going on. Didn't need it. They just wanted to keep us going. You know, between the drum and the bass too, you know, they were adding some spicy, you know, in there, just enough to keep our head bobbing as it is. But once again, one of the little pieces of magic through a track like this is when the electric piano, the EP, is just playing these really nice chords, letting them ring out and glide. You know, it's like the electric piano played that way as the predecessor to the ethereal ambient pad work that a lot of bands and artists used in the future, be it used with pads or something like that. I mean, for myself, the very first time I truly heard something that was beautiful with wonderful stereo imaging, you know, when it was coming out of my uncle's, you know, speakers and stuff, that he'd, you know, play these beautiful chords, or my dad would play these beautiful chords. He'd let them run out, you know, for a full bar, playing these chords, and they would just glide and, you know, while the rest of the musicians were kind of doodling around it. So it would be like the ambient ethereal, you know, beginnings, let's just say, of my experience listening to that kind of sound that evolved into, as more and more synths came out, then you could hold down pads and stuff that would do things. So loved that track. Okay, now we're going to catch up on K-Master. Remember, K-Master won last time, had a 10-minute track. He got ejected because of the 7-minute limit, but you know me, I make good, you win. He sent in his link. So now we're going to do this. This is the redeem of K-Master's cheesy win, excuse me, win from last time. The name of the game is, I don't know if we've done anything from this game. Have we done anything from Snatcher? I don't know. It sounds like it could be a porn zombie movie. I don't know. But the game is called Snatcher, and the name of the song is Pleasure of Tension. Ironic that I said it sounded like a Snatcher. I hardly Skippy. All right, here we go. I'm just saying, here we go. All right. Well, what kind of a game was this? I'm digging this. Metal Gear Solid V. What does that mean? I like the polyrhythmic use on the bass line. Let's ho. Is that a reference to my porn statement? I really like this. It says here a 4 minutes of amazing song back in 1988, released first on an MSX2 home computer. Then it was put back into Metal Gear Solid 5, I believe. That's what it's saying here. I loved how the production / composer, the core of this is going in and out of mono, spreading it out to stereo, taking his choices, giving us different dynamic experiences in listening. It doesn't say what version it is, Lisa. I love how he thickens it up here. Tell you what, though, if you listen to this for over 10 minutes, you're definitely going to have nightmare dream elements in the middle of your sleep. Like if you were to listen to this like a couple hours before you went to sleep, or you played the game before you went to sleep. Because you guys have had that before. We've talked about that. I'm loving the fact that this whole thing was generated by, it sounds like maybe 3 different tone generating banks, wherever and however this was done, apparently in a computer, an MSX2 home computer. I don't know what that is, or what brand that would have been, but somehow there was some kind of sound generation element of it that allowed you to compose. Maybe by keyboard or however it was, like I'm talking regular keyboard or something. And what I don't know, because it does sound like there's a possibilities. I don't know. I'm just going to say it. That maybe this was produced on that computer, but maybe they somehow exported it one track at a time and then dropped it in and mixed it, because it's very unique to hear the reverbs and the delays that were used in this mix, and wondering if that was a component of this, of the gaming sound card, you know, delays and reverbs. That's definitely not uncommon. I remember that there were internal delays and reverbs, so they sounded horrible in the Atari 1040 ST. For those of you who know, you know. The fact that the composer did this with really one tone wave, sounded like it definitely sounded like it was a square wave. So it was on MS, Sega CD, and some other non-PC. But I wonder what it was. What was it composed on? It was released on. I'm sorry, you did. You made me reread this. It was released on it. I'm just curious on what it was composed on. That'd be a trip to find out. All right, guys, let's go back into donos. I got to jump into this. I don't think I'm going to finish all the donos. I have 8, 9, 10, 11. I think I had 12, and I got to be out of here in an hour. So I'm going to get as many as I can in there, and I will promise I will do one cheese, because yeah, I got to get myself ready and go to my friend's art gallery opening thingy. So I'll do more cheese. I promise. We'll do more cheese. I'll tell you what I will do. This is a promise, okay? I'm not going to get to all these donos here. There's no two ways about it. I think I'm probably only going to do 6 or 7, and then I got to bail. I will do one cheese. Tomorrow, I'm going to come by, catch up on the donos, the ones that are left over only, and then I'm not going to add to it. And then tomorrow we'll do a nice run of cheese. How about that? That's how I can make up for it. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay. So next up is the driver. Sure, promise. I always keep my promises, guys. I've never gacked on you guys ever. Ever. You know, unless it's an act of God, if Quado comes flying out or something. Or, son of a bitch getting old, I found out I've got, what's this called? Diverticulitis? Deviated colon? I don't know what they call it. So, I'm falling apart like a push puppet right now. Anyhow. Yeah, there you go, Snoke. Yeah, diverticulitis. I don't know. I don't feel it. I'm not going to, don't worry, I'm not jumping. I'm jumping subject matters for 30 seconds. But when I reread my CT scan results, they said minor diverticulitis. Once again, normal for your age. I'm just thinking, my God, it's like looking under the hood and you haven't cleaned the wires and stuff. All got the gunking up on it. So I don't know. What are you going to do? Diverticulitis. Oh, thank you, Jakin. Got it. So, and what's it called? The IBS crew? Is that us, Judgment? You got it too. I don't feel any pain though. That's the thing. I don't know what it is. It's like they also told me I have gallstones, but I'm not feeling anything. I don't know. I guess I'm waiting for at least I know if I start kind of falling apart like a push puppet, I'll know what it is. I'll go, oh, it could be A, B, C, D, which is all normal for my fucking age. I'm sorry, I curse every now and then. Okay, guys, let's get back to some music here. The driver 458 wants us to listen to, okay, this is going to be unique. Orquestra Afro-Brasileira and the Gaslamp Killer. The name of the song is Agio. Not Ado, but Agio. Okay, this is going to be some big percussion. He's warning us. So here we go, guys. Let's go. Oh, by the way, I took the request form off since I'm getting ready to sizzle out. So just don't tack it to the top. Those old saturated beat loops. I love all those reed-driven brass, all the saxophone. It almost sounds like the beginning of Ocean's 11. One, two, three, daka, do, gaka, da, daka, da, daka, da, daka, da, daka, da, daka, da. I love this, man. Kind of sounds like something like Streetlight Manifesto might pull off. Yeah? Yeah, Voodoo Glow Skulls too. You're right, Lisa. And thank you for that info on the Amiga. Christopher Walken, he just pops up everywhere, doesn't he? Nice hi-hat work. was it? Oh my God. I was getting into Funky Doodle. Hey, stop. I was getting so into it, I was just drifting. I swear to God, it sounded so cool. That is the power of less is more. When you have some funky, whatever the engineer did with the drums. I don't know if that was a live drummer or not. It sounded like it could have been, but they take the chunks and maybe they just played him and looped him up and stuff like that. I love the horn work on this. So yeah, Voodoo Skull, Voodoo Skull Voldy, Streetlight Manifesto, Voodoo Skull guys. Definitely this was their kind of vibe. I think maybe a little more voodoo, the voodoo guys on this. But I'm sorry, Lisa, I can't, that's not, come on, guys. One day I'll be dead and you'll laugh at these. Oh, you're already laughing at it and I'm not even dead. So it's good. You laugh in my face because I like that. That's what I set myself up for. Oh, shit. Anyhow, I did love the track. I thought it was great. And I literally, for the last 40 seconds, I was just literally in a trance with it. I was like, I am half dead, Skip. That's true. That whole thing was a killer grind. I loved it. Lateral tap. Are you here, Lateral Tap, my friend? Lateral Tap, let's see, hailing from Santa Ana, the McCharmlys. Incorporated element of doo-wop, surf, 60s surf-style music and R&B soul into their music with a modern edge. Break My Heart was released as a single earlier this year. So, Lateral Tap is here. How are you? Welcome back into the chat, my friend. We are going to do your dono suggestion, and the name of the band is the McCharmlys. The McCharmlys. If I said that right. And the name of the track is Break My Heart. Let's go. I made you look at your Discord. Okay, here we go. What a great sound. They recorded this 5 months ago, released it 5 months ago. Are you kidding me?
This time I was careful, hiding wherever I could, guarding this heart so misunderstood. But I thought you were different. You wanted me to feel good, wasting all your
That was a 50s move there in the background. I love that.
And you won't have to feel anyway when you go ahead and
Those background vocals are so important to that era.
break my heart. Should have known better.
Reminds me of the Chantels. Was that the name of them?
I tried my hardest not to let you in. You really had me going, thinking that things were good. Now I'm picking up the pieces, trying to hide this pain. Just let me walk into the pouring rain, so that these tears will disappear, and you won't have to feel anyway when you go ahead and break my heart.
Production and engineering worked really, really hard to make this sound. That 50s kind of vibe. 50s, 60s, late 50s, early 60s. By like using an underground chamber kind of reverb. And in that 2-chord pattern. You know, that was a great track, Lateral Tap. Now, I was obviously way too young to be in the 50s to be enjoying that as like a teenager or something, but that music did stick around my house for quite a while, just because of the influence of my, my family and the music stuff and everything they did. Also, could have been a great track, part of the soundtrack of American Graffiti, any number of those kind of films that had that kind of vibe to it. But the, I guess this was released 5 months ago. I don't know, because this is on the Topic website page, which means people sometimes could upload this on the Topic page of YouTube and it could be 50 years old for all I know. But it definitely sounds like it was a more modern production of trying to sound like, the 60s style. But I really, really enjoyed it. When I listen to great music like this too, and I say great music, because, all of us here are complete, absolute nerds. And we listen to all kinds of music here. A lot of it is like just, Between the Buried and Me, or, Avenged Sevenfold, or some of the stuff that, oh my goodness, I can't remember his name. It brings in a lot of that Brazilian, Spanish music, our friend from Argentina and stuff like that. So it was just released, like 4 months ago. So I think that's great. But there's just, that to me is a nice little listen, and now we got a melody. Tonto Corazon, yes, Tonto Corazon. You know what I'm saying? It's just had a nice soothing melody, the whole thing. I mean, that's playlist worthy for me without a doubt. So thank you so much, Lateral Tap. I really enjoyed it. And the fact that it was just released, people are thinking about that genre, saying, I want to do a song like this. Tipping the hat to that old school style. So love that. Okay, next up. Remember, guys, I'm not going to be getting through all of this, okay? So, if I leave 4 or 5 out, I apologize, but I'm definitely coming in tomorrow. But I'm just going to shut up and keep going. Judgment Kazi just kicked the stone to the head of the line here. And the Judgment Kazi wants us to, let's see, here's the newest music video from my all-time favorite electronic group, the drum and bass band Pendulum. They partnered with the band Wargasm. That's a funny name. And the track rips. All right, let's go. So Kazmi says the track rips. This is the band Pendulum featuring Wargasm. The name of the song is Cannibal. Sorry, bro. Sorry. I'm just saying, you said Wargasm. I don't know what. I just was thinking. I'm going to shut up. And this is for Judgment Kazi. Let's go. Hey. All right. Ooh, this sounds like it's going to blow up. This is pretty badass, man. Digi-metalcore? Yeah, I have no idea what he's playing there. It looks like a guitar. But what a great riff. God, I really like this. I think because in my head I'm listening to what... I just think in my head if they would have put in some real, gnarly, chuggy guitar, but left it sitting in the back. But that's not the genre, obviously. This still kills it. Just my head is going there. I love the screaming tech voice in the back. That was great back there. That was behind her. This is a sassy bridge. Like there is guitar back there, I think. God, this is badass, man. Could you imagine if they would have dropped into a cut time, though? You see that screechy voice in the back? Great production. Well, that apparently, I got to say, at some point, I don't know anything about this this combination of the musicians and the particular genre I'm not familiar with. But the reason why I loved every bit of it is because it actually seemed to have mirrored some really hardcore kind of like what's that guy, Randy Riddick, that heavy metal guy that tattooed all black stuff. That style, meaning like that's like the king, the the prince of that darkness is that guy, that artist, and so that would be in the vein. It's almost like this duo of artists are influenced potentially. I don't know. It just felt like it that they flipped the script. You know, let's no what. Ronnie, is it Ronnie Raddick? Ronnie Raddick, I think. Ronnie Raddick. Hey, Pete. You know, like he's like the king of that particular sound. Like, if this was completely flipped the other way around and it was pure metalcore, you know, genty metalcore, still using the trap drums, would have pulled that off. It sounds like this was just there it is. Ronnie Radke. That's it. Thank you. This was flipped around, so there was a lot of production that was reminiscent of, you know, that kind of chuggy, dark metalcore or maybe mellow death a little bit, because they had the essence of like the fried voice behind her, the tones that they used to set off the riff and the bass line and stuff like that was all very grindy, except it was just all super techy. You could have taken this song and you could have A-B'd this, or I'm sorry, let me try that again. You could take this song, like if some cover artist, if some artist who was a core metal guy was to go, oh, this is a track we should cover with live drums and metal, and it would be perfect. You know, the track was incredibly well written. I love the hook. I love the melody they used in this, and I guess for within themselves and their genre of what it is that they're doing, they just did a screeching job. So I fully dug it. Oh, they have already done collabs like that. Okay, great. Yeah, Kazi, this was great. I dug it. Thank you so much, man. That was Diverticula Quado. Okay. Oof. Okay, next up is actually Nex 794. Let's see what Nex 794 would like us to check out. This is a game OST. Let's do this. Released in the year 2000 for arcades. Initially, the music wasn't liked at the time. Many critics say it didn't fit the game. However, as time went by, opinions of the soundtrack have changed. You guys are going to tell me. This is from an OST called Marvel vs. Capcom 2, New Age of Heroes. And the name of the track is Desert Stage, and this comes to us by the Dono List by Nex 794. So here we go, guys. Another gaming OST. Let's see what this is all about. Let's go. I love this. I love the horn arrangement. When was this game released? ...2000, 2001? Wow. Kind of a play on the salsa. This is such a great track. I'm looking at the thumbnail. I'm going, how did they marry this together? Okay, but then that's what you said, right? That's definitely live drums. You know, but the horns obviously are, you know, sus. Like there could be a live, like a stem of synthy horns, but maybe a line of, like this is synthy, but it works perfect. I love the bass. Yeah. You know, the reason why I feel that the drums are live is because a lot of the ghost notes there in the performance. I mean, it can be mimicked in MIDI, but still. God, I love those cheeseball horn sections. Bossa Nova battles. Yeah, I couldn't have put it any better. I mean, there's no two ways about it. I'd probably end up killing myself in some of this boss battle stuff here if this kept on playing. It's like if I got killed in the boss fight or whatever was happening here, I wouldn't have had a problem. You know, it's like the music's so good, I don't care. I'm just I don't know what I'm doing here, but it's just like me trying to learn how to play Clair Obscure right now and doing the parry thing. But this is one of those tracks. It just was such a fun track. Now I can understand though when you put in your message there that you know, maybe they didn't like the music at first, or maybe it didn't seem to fit, because it is kind of an odd thing. It's like, where are we getting this kind of Latin vibe going on, bossa nova, ishi, salsi, shi, shachi, chichi, in with a game that you know, at least in the thumbnail, doesn't look like it would be in the similar region of the planet per se. But if you marinated on that long enough, that's in your playlist automatically, you know? So yeah, that was a great track. I liked it. And I also like the fact that you know, there's a magical way to play your synths. You have your horn section up there, and you just know it's not gonna sound, you know, as perfect if you're, you know, trying to be, you know, the super, you know, purist and stuff. But there's something to be said about, you know, the super cheese horn section, is what I call it. It's still, you still have to be a good arranger to pull it off. I don't care. The sounds aren't all that perfect, you know? But if you're a composer and listening to a composer doing something, you know, and they're playing the horn section, you know, there's a million things going through your head going, well, there could be a reason for that. Maybe they didn't have the budget. Maybe they didn't that, whatever that. I mean, well, it is a Marvel thing, so they had a ton of money probably. But, you know, that the composer still has to write it authentically, whether you're playing it here or your higher section. So I just love the sound on that, you know? So yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Thank you so much for that. Skeletank. Are you here, Skeletank? No message from Skeletank. So what we're doing here, this next band is Insomnium. Ooh, Pale Morning Star from Insomnium. What are we being delivered unto thee? Hey, whose Discord just went off? Okay, let's go. This is from Skeletank. I'm probably coming in on YouTube to check this out. Here we go. There he is. I'm already loving this. I love the little choir voice in the back there. Kind of a warring metal pirate shanty vibe. Great guitar work. Wow, that lead work for the guitar, the melody. You know that sway, that 6/8 sway in there. God, this is a great track. I've become a huge fan of Melodeath. I really have. Listen to that. So melodic. These guys are so good. Pulling the dynamics they do, going in and out of, you know, the heaviness into something like this. These guys are really rinsing the reverb though on the guitars to give us that mellow death ambience. Is that a way to say it? Love that. I think I found my new favorite mellow death track. Listen to that 5-string bass. It could be a 6-string actually. What a great tone on that bass. The swimminess of this though does kind of make me pull from some Yes. You know, from maybe like Big Generator era. And what's paramount about that is the acoustic work that's happening here. God, this is a great track. Call that the bumblebee chug. That arpeggiation is so important here. Great engineering. The way they're ending this. Big, like that horn section and the vocals back there. What an absolutely incredible track. There's no two ways about it. I'm listening to this 1,000 times probably over the weekend. From now on, without a doubt, full stop. This is, let me get into a little holding pattern here. This is my favorite mellow death track I've ever heard, for me, you know. You know, it was really made apparent to me at the end of this track that there was hybrid use of synth work back there of sorts, you know, that probably helped to extend the sound of the guitars when it came to establishing the long power chord, ethereal ambient aspect of it. The guitar work is phenomenal. Everything about this, top to bottom, insane. But this is a perfect example is if you have an arrangement like this, melodies that the guitar was maintaining throughout some of the segments where the voice was in the darker growler, just more of the, you know, the screamo for the lack of better words, slam poetry delivery. That was just enough down in the pocket where the distortion of his voice kind of blended in and matched, still stood out obviously in his own way, you know, for where the mix was and how it was set, but blended in with the guitars. And it wasn't that thing that was so far out front that it actually, you know, the mixes can make and break tracks. We all know that. But that mix was phenomenal. But every time that singer came in with that darker, harder, you know, those vocals, the melody and the music that was going on with the guitars they sold me all the way through. You know, and then of course they opened up with whenever they came back into that acoustic vibe, they opened up with it, and I believe it was a 6/8 kind of a vibe, which kind of gives you that swingy shanty run dun dun run dun 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 dun. Dun. So I think I may have heard of music from Insomnium before. I'm pretty sure it sounds familiar. I just forget, but nonetheless, this is hands down my new favorite Mellow Death track, and I'm going to listen to this quite a few times. Just the way it sails. As a matter of fact, this is the kind of track that I listen to, and then I pick up my guitar, and I'm motivated to just do lead work over it. You know, just for yourself. Anybody who's a musician, you've done that. You know what I'm talking about. You listen to a track, and you're motivated. You pick up your instrument, bass, guitar, drums, keyboards, whatever it is, even singing, and you go over it. This is one of those tracks. So that was badass. Skeletank, you thought you'd make me cry. You didn't. You made me very happy. Made me very happy. I'm not crying, you are. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're right, Dojo. It is. That's what I'm saying. It fits into that pocket. You know, the bass is usually in a mono pocket. The vocals sit on top of it as an additional arrangement. So that's a very good call, the way you said that. No, I was reading the lyrics. I was looking at it. But I was just so more into the music, I was going, man, that pulls. So thank you. Mikkelsen, how are you? You had asked me earlier if you were here, and here you are. You are here. I am here with you, so we are here together. Hello, Jeeves. Last time we listened to a live performance of One-Eyed Doll, Plums of Death. This time my request is music video that a fan re-uploaded for the band One-Eyed Doll called Be My Friend. Let's just say it has a somewhat cute or happy undercurrent to the style and the feel of the song, with it having quite dark, macabre lyrics. So if it's possible, and not too much, I've asked to pay attention to the clash between the tones of the songs. Of course I will. There you are, Mikkelsen. If I'm saying it right or wrong, I apologize, but you know it's you. So let's check this out. He wants us to listen to One-Eyed Doll. The name of the song is Be My Friend. So let's see what this is all about. Quit playing with my Discord is what I'm saying. I'm just saying. Oh. Wife of Chucky. Good on them.
There's a girl across the street from me. I buried her son beneath that tree. I don't know why she's mad at me. He was stinking up my garage, you see. Love, I met a cute boy.
I don't know why I'm getting Rocky Horror vibes.
He kissed me on the lips and it tasted sweet, so I chopped him into pieces and cooked his meats. Yeah.
Brutal.
We call that brisket here in Texas, don't we? Serial killers are people too. If you take away their voices, I'm just like you. I'll hack you up and bury you in my yard. But why does making friends have to be so very hard?
Great guitar tones.
made a dress from a choir girl skin. I wore it to church, the preacher said I'd sin.
I love the AB of the soft approach to the verses, and then we go.
I'll use yours next time.
This is the dynamics of the production.
And I did. Serial killers are people too. If you take away the voices, I'm just like you. I'll hack you up and bury you in my yard. But why does making friends have to be so very hard?
The banjo. Splat.
La 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 la.
Catchy, I gotta admit. Super catchy, super hooky. Excuse me. Yeah, you know, this is when, you know, you have musicians and they got the raw talent and everything like that, and they're saying, you know, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have a blast. This was like a very unique macabre A and B between I'm pretty sassy little girl, but I will kill you, stick you in your bungo. You know what I'm saying? And but the production, the whole thing, I thought it was blast. It gave me the Rocky Horror Picture Show vibes. I'm just saying that's probably my best way of looking at it. And we did. I remember the last one we did was live, wasn't it? By chance, Mikkel? Did we not? Was that last one that we checked out was a live performance of theirs, I believe, if I recall. But it was a fun ass track, fun to watch, great video. So, you know, somewhere you got to drop that in the middle of your playlist as a reset. So if you're going to lay that out there, you know, and you've got your playlist is going off, like, funny enough, this actually does work after the Insomnia track we just listened to. You know what I'm saying? It's nice, like, oh, shit, reset the needle. Here we go, different genre. So, yeah. Yeah, that last one was live. That's what I remember. It was a very odd stage performance, but I also enjoyed it, too. But, yeah, Plumes of Death, that's right. But I will say, as seeing this is the second, you know, performance of theirs, they have that Rocky Horror Picture Show-ish kind of influence, I think. That's what it feels like to me. Because, yeah, that's what it feels like to me. Thanks for hanging out and waiting. I appreciate it. I'm going to keep rambling on. Here we go. Crossface Buffalo Wings. Let's go. Oh, no, it doesn't say wings. Yeah, wing, single wing, one wing. So... yeah, I guarantee I know what that redeem's going to look like, Mikkel. Okay, so Crossface Buffalo Wing wants us to listen to a track. This is the track from 2017 album Derelicts, and should set the chill mode you asked for. Bonus nerd stuff. Okay, what is this? A Dodecahedron, a Dodecahedron. Dodecahedron, there's some kind of instrument, is the polyhedron with 12 flat faces. I don't know what just happened to my tongue, but we're going for it. All right, Crossface, here we go. Yes, Skippy, that one. Here we go. This is Carbon-Based Lifeforms, and the song is Dodecahedron. I'm not saying it. We're just going to have to listen to it. All right, guys, here we go. Dodecahedron. Dodecahedron. Ah, okay. 12-sided shape. You're talking like dun, 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 dun. Okay, I'm gonna soak into this. Oh, it's a dice. I don't know why I love this style of music so much. Right, Lassans? Love what the composer does there with the bass. Unexpected turn here. Nice. A little percussion pattern in the back there kind of threw me for a second. Ah, that's what it was setting up to do, okay. this track. This is going on my gummy playlist for sure, and on repeat. You know if you know. This is such a vibe. Bruh, what a great track. What a great track, man. It put me in such a great headspace. And, you know, you could tell, you guys have been watching me long enough. If once I start getting into this little vibe, my eyes get half shut, and I'm really not saying anything, and I've just become a void unto myself, is when I'm just sponged into it. My head goes into this like pre-indica kind of glitch. You know if you know. And I kind of, in my mind, it's so unique. I think what I love about this kind of ambient ethereal production, especially of the last 15 years or so, is the simplicity of it is one thing, maybe 2 chord changes or something like that, but sometimes 3. There was 3 here. Actually, they snuck that in on us because they just, they had the pad, the open pad was just kind of gliding on a single drone, and then the composer comes in with the 3-note bass line that gave it the 3-chord shift pattern kind of vibe to it. Of course, all these wonderful, intricate little arpeggiations coming out with different, tones and LFO type responses and stuff, lo-fi-ish as well. I will say though that I think for myself, I loved the kit when it came in, but there was a part of me that the kit kind of was the straightest part of that track. You know what I'm saying? There was just something about it that for me it's a little too, I mean, I was loving it, but I'm thinking as a composer going, I would have probably done something a little different, but it doesn't matter. That's the defect. That's the natural defect I have in my brain being a composer, and then I listen to music, and then I get so involved in listening to what I'm listening to, and then all of a sudden I go, maybe. But then again, that's why I ended up being the kind of composer I was. The kind of composer I was for a living was Jeebs, just shut up and do the job, and we're going to pay you. And make it sound like this. Okay. I mean, I still don't take that for granted. It's been a wonderful life, and I made a living in the music industry, but still yet, you know, it's just, that was my job, you know. And I think if I would have had a little more confidence in just me being me, my whole life would have been probably forged around ambient, ethereal styles of music. It still could have been metally, it still could have been jazzy or anything, but always having some kind of, you know, ethereal, ambient, glidey pad or something in the back that just, I don't know, for some reason, it's just that soaring, take you on that, you know, kind of vibe there. All right, guys, check it out. This is where I cut it off. Excuse me. I'm running a little late. I do have to take a shower, and I've got to drive up to this guy's art show that I want to see. I promise I am coming in tomorrow, probably around the same time, between 2 and 3. Here's who I have hanging out. Forgive me, I apologize, but then you guys are going to be the very first tracks, and then I'll spend the rest of the day doing cheesy. But Derp Cat Dog, Hardcore, Route Soundgarden, Underwater Dojo, and Brexter. You guys are on my pole position when I come back. And then I'm just going to cheese out for the rest of the day tomorrow. But any of the cheesy stuff that you put on today is going to get douched because every time I restart the list of the cheesies, you have to re-fortify your cheesy request. Sorry, Rotten Soundgarden, I don't have any more lawyers on retainer anymore, because my lawyers have retainers because they're all really young. You get it? Oh, I'm sorry. So stupid. So yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. This was really great doing this. I missed doing this, but I'm back. I know, boo, ban, I'm sorry, right? Come on. You know what you call a dinosaur that thinks he knows everything, right? A thesaurus. Okay, I'll see myself out on that one. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow.